right, everybody. Welcome back to the pilot episode. This is our normal Tuesday episode where we review Landman.
Yep. Another great episode, in my opinion. I really liked it. It wasn't as fast paced as some of the other ones, so I understand people not liking that part of it as much. There was a lot of mushy scenes that took place in this one. So I understand the people that aren't going to love the whole Angela and all of them scenes. This probably ain't your episode. But
yeah,
Drew, I'll tell you, I kind of needed this episode, and here's the reason why. Ariana won me back over a little bit. I said a little bit. I'm not telling you she's in the clear with me yet. I'm not telling you that we've called off the dogs, but I feel like she's mellowing out just a little bit, not being quite so bitchy.
Yeah.
She did give Cooper a little piece in the shower, to show some kind of affection. So, maybe. The scene with Angela and Tommy at the end, not to jump too far ahead, though, that was also kind of needed because she rides a fine line of being kill you in the middle of the night and a good wife.
Yeah.
And every now and then, again, we got to dial it back and bring her back home just a little bit.
Yeah. And, last week I had mentioned that we were on a roll of every new episode being my new favorite for the season. We lost that roll on this one. It was a good episode, but it was not my favorite of the season by any stretch of the imagination. It was a good episode, and there were some moments in it, but there was some parts that I was just like, yeah.
I do want to say there's only one time. Well, it's not that tiny. There is one thing that surprised me that pissed me off about this episode. I'll get into that when we give our favorite things and not. But we didn't have any Cammy in this episode, really.
At all.
We have learned that the Shorewell, whatever, that Rebecca went to meet with old buddy about 10% chance of this thing working. It was not the hurricane. So now we're getting a little inside to what was happening behind the scenes with Monty on his way out on why he didn't want to fuck with this. That's essentially what we've learned. And this is going to flip a lot of shit up on its head. I don't think that's happening anymore, if y'all want my opinion from what we've got.
No, them saying they're just going to litigate it in court makes a lot more sense to me. And that was one of the notes I actually wrote down was the 10% chance for a $400 million risk is insane.
There's no way you can do it.
Not a good deal, Unovich.
No, damn bad deal.
Bad deal. We don't take that deal.
And this whole time we thought it was a sure thing. It was happening. And then he just informs us that we were wrong. That was not what was going to be taking place. And it does make more sense now, like Nate was saying, or Neil in Angela's terms.
Yeah.
That Monty was dragging this out on purpose. This is why Monty was not trying to drill again.
Yep.
And in the words of Angela, he was acting like a Neil this episode.
Yes, so, he was.
All right, y'all have beat me to the punch here. He pissed me off this episode. I've been a big fan of his the entire show. Outside of Tommy, Rebecca is the second most important person in this business with all the shit they have going on. Not Cammy. It's Tommy, and she is a close second because every time they get in a bind, guess who everybody calls to get on it? Rebecca.
Yep.
And this dude's going to get petty over some shit that doesn't matter at all. And Tommy hints at it. As long as she's doing her job and he's doing his job, who gives a fuck? We're not doing legal shit around here anyways.
Yeah.
The thing that pisses me off at Nate is Tommy's riding his dad around, his daughter, his wife. They're using private jets. They're drunk from normally after 11. I mean, lunchtime, they're getting into something. And nobody's got a care in the world about that. But, she has a good Tuesday night out on the job site and all hell breaks loose.
Well, and Tommy has the same point for Nate that Charlie had for Rebecca, that, she works 12 hours a day. Where else is she going to meet somebody? And he talks about the man camps and all that stuff. None of it's above board. So why is he harping on this one thing?
Yeah, If local police pulled into anything they had going on, somebody's going to jail for some kind of substance, not being sober, prostitution. I mean, there's shit all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this episode in general, that part was a good. It made a lot of sense, like you said, when they were like, she is one of the most crucial employees. To your point, like a minute ago, that she is so important. It happens in every company. If you're producing, then it doesn't matter. You know, there's so many companies out there that if something is going wrong, then you're in trouble. But if everything's going right, then you can do whatever you want to do. And it's just that it's so common in any workplace out there. The next part I wanted to talk about was Boss getting his 20-year party.
Yes.
They're passing out Rolexes.
Yes.
Which is insane. Which I mean, I guess it makes sense in this line of work. That there's money there, so that it's not that crazy to pass out a Rolex for a guy being there for years. But we do find out, similar to how you hinted to earlier, I think it was you, Neil, earlier in a couple episodes back, we may see Boss on his way out whenever the toxic gas or whatever it was. It appears as that's the way we're headed. He said in the scene that he doesn't plan to make it to 21 years. He said, I don't know what y'all give out for 21, but I don't intend to find out.
Yeah. And the thing with him is, I took a stab in the dark and said that, and that it kind of felt that way. I'll go ahead and tell you what we're setting up if you want me to really ruin it for you. Boss is going to die, buddy.
That's what I was about to say.
I thought that too.
And, I mean, we've watched enough Taylor Sheridan shit to know we're getting close to him. We're giving him a private party.
We get to see how good his wife is and all this stuff.
His daughter got to go to college. Like it's all feel good. We're all warm inside, happy for Boss. He's about to retire. No, sir, ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, I hate that too. I mean, he's not a major character.
He's a good one though.
Somebody that's been around, and he's a good character.
He's a good one.
He's somebody you like to see show up every time he does.
Exactly. It's a refreshing spot in the show. It's the best way to describe his character.
Speaking of comparing the show to all the Taylor Sheridan shows like we do almost every week, I had a thought. You know how we've been asking this entire season why Ainsley hates Cooper so much? I wonder if that part of their relationship is similar to how Beth and Jamie was, and we're going to get an answer on that in like a flashback at some point.
That's fair. I just don't think it's something that deep. I think theirs is more teenage hate.
Not that bad, but I feel like it's been a while since I watched Yellowstone, but I feel like the first 2 or 3 seasons, we didn't know why Beth hated Jamie so much. And now that was a whole nother level of hate. So it makes sense for it to be a lesser reason for her to hate him than Beth hating Jamie. But I feel like you see a little bit of mirroring between those 4 characters.
The relationship as a whole, I get that. It's just she doesn't say near the shit to Cooper. Like she says he smells like hot dog water or shit. Like she said he puts his boogers under the deck. Like she had a bunch of shit in the truck with him that was funny. Which he had a little Tommy moment in that interaction too.
What's that? As he turns up the radio,
cranks that shit up, and boy, it was very Tommy-ish. But Tommy and his dad in the truck, we could do 30 minutes of an episode of that, and I'd still watch it every week.
Yeah, and TL peed on a rattlesnake. I don't know that anybody's ever done that.
I have it wrote down. It literally says the balls on TL to just piss on the rattlesnake.
Yeah, and he said, "Go ahead and end it," and just started pissing. But I'll tell you what, I would like to know if, and I'm being a little sarcastic, if they really filmed that in real life. Because I think if Sam Elliott walks up and pisses on a rattlesnake in real life, I think that's exactly how it goes in my mind.
Yeah.
Watch Roadhouse a couple times. I think he pissed on rattlesnakes. I really believe it.
And you see after like that whole car ride scene with TL and Tommy, you see that TL is actually starting to wear off on Tommy a little bit, and you catch that at the end of the episode when him and Angela have that moment, like you were saying. But it's just a good thing to see. Tommy is actually listening, when TL's talking and trying to explain some stuff to him. And I don't feel like they have the "I'm going to teach you a lesson here, son, listen" type relationship. But they do appear to have the relationship where, like TL even says it in this episode, I am a product of bad decisions. Learn from me.
Mhm.
Yeah, him saying that was really good too, because we know Tommy's rebuttal to a lot of things have been, "Let's check your fucking resume, buddy."
Yeah.
So he went ahead and up front told him, I already know the shit you're going to say, basically. And listen, I was wrong, but you don't have to be.
Yeah, and then at the end of the ride, we think TL died.
Exactly.
It crossed my mind.
Yeah, and also though, I get why he was so pissy walking away from that truck. Because if you tug on my mustache to wake me up,
oh, it hurts so bad,
dude. We are gonna have some words for a minute. Like, I'm not gonna walk off like he did. I'm gonna sit in the truck and cuss for a solid 5 minutes.
Yeah, there's gonna be some serious conversations happening. That shit hurts. Like, it's that simple. That hurts. Let's see here. What else do I have wrote down? Perk, you got anything on your notes we want to hit?
Yeah. So Tommy's talk with Rebecca when she's so distraught about having to sign that paper, I thought that was a really nice moment between the two. And they don't have a lot of nice moments between them, especially with the way they got off, in the first season. It was nice to see that kind of a smiley Tommy talking to her and kind of reassuring her that she doesn't have anything to worry about. And it was nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like their relationship, and because Tommy clearly respects her. That's the thing.
Well, he knows she's the smartest person in the fucking room.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now that don't mean he won't give her some shit, but
Right.
he is aware of that. The only thing I'll say that wasn't very realistic, with her signing, the work thing that the relationship happened or whatever. In real life, in those meetings, nobody ever signs that letter. And if they do, it's weeks later after heavy arguments. That's not how that goes in real life. Secondly, though, what Tommy said to Nate, aka Neil, because he pissed me off. I already said it, but God, he did. He made the best point when he said, "You don't want her ass staying up at night trying to figure out how to get even with you, because she's the type that's so wound up, she'll lose 3 days of sleep to figure out how to fuck you over, and she'll figure out a way to do it, buddy." So I agree with Tommy on that. Like, the juice wasn't near worth the squeeze to try to get in a pissing contest on this.
Another thing I didn't understand, how does Nate call her having a relationship with Charlie based off of a nickname that every Charles ever goes by?
I guess it's just because of how proper he is and him being such a hard ass. Because I'm sure when he talks to guys, it's a lot different. He's not trying to bang them in his camper. So he probably doesn't grill for them and have them coffee and breakfast waiting out and looking over the beautiful horizon.
Give him $67 body wash.
I don't think he ever offered that to Nate if he came to the job site. So I do understand that a little bit. But at the same time, dude, who cares? Like, y'all are worried about $400 million right now. We really got time for this?
Yeah, we got way more pressing matters on the docket.
Yeah, but much bigger fish to fry.
I think Nate feels threatened by her.
He should.
Yeah.
He should.
Which too, we're teasing Nate on the way out too, whether it's in a pine box or getting fired, because he's now screwed up in Tommy's eyes here. But all season he's been holding his chest, and he could have a heart attack at any time.
Yeah.
That, and he's also pissed Tommy off multiple times since we lost Monty by not keeping him in the loop on exactly what was going on that day. They've had the whole President Landman argument multiple times. Now he throws in another little jab here. I'm shifting gears real quick. The one thing I did leave off, Drew, when Angela was given what all she needed to be happy. And it started so simple. It was just, I just need a little attention, just need to be loved. And then, they hug and it's a little bit of a kiss. And she was like,
in a beach house and a house.
But she said one before that. And like, she's like, I need a house here. And then
need to be worshipped.
And then worshipped. And then I just need a beach house. And it was like, shit, we'll just get on all that. It was Fort Worth. She needed a house in Fort Worth, and then she needed a beach house. It's just, oh.
Yeah, and then we skipped completely over the first scene of the episode, which you guys had texted about in our group
Oh
chat.
my God, how did we leave this off?
Yeah,
Not do it yet.
I'm sure that was Drew's favorite part that he was going to bring up. Sorry, Drew.
Oh, you're good.
But the maid immediately going, "Don't rape me!" Like, why is that where your head went?
Yeah, I don't. It was such a good scene to me. First off, they said "fuck" about 55 times in 30 seconds, so it felt like a real morning for me. Because that's kind of how my day starts too. We eat fucking omelets over here, though. I'll tell you that. And that shit had me. I legit almost spit my drink out watching it when he told his dad. Like, you know how awkward that. I don't care how old you are. That conversation when you say, "Well, Dad, let me tell you this," and I'm not even trying to be funny. Don't fuck a woman's omelet. It was like, what? Did you say that?
It's just crazy. And then that actually translates all the way to the end where they're at dinner and she sets a fucking omelet down in front of him and says, "You can fuck it or eat it. I don't care."
Yeah, I don't care. Yeah.
And at the end of her little spiel, he looks at her and goes, "Can I have a taco now?"
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
look, I thought I seen a little bit of a semblance in that. And she said, "You can have, you can have a taco now." I don't know why, but after this, never mind. We'll move on.
Drew, I know what you're saying, and that is
Yes,
what was
but-
insinuated.
But Drew, there was a moment with TL that was a very me thing. Like, this would be something I smarted off and said to you in this situation. When he's talking about her being mad and shit, and she stormed off, and they have the and he says, "That's never crossed my fucking mind ever, son."
Yeah.
He said it's got to be hard for her to stay mad walking your private jet, because that would have been some shit. I said, "Yeah, she may be mad right now, but look at the shit she's going to get on."
Yeah, and
Yeah.
Tommy tells Ainsley that nothing but time and tequila will fix that. And she said, "Well, that's a good thing we're getting on that jet right there because it's got both."
Both. Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and then another little TL quip was when they were leaving the restaurant, and Tommy goes, "There's a gas station in Abilene. You can act like a California tourist. You can take a picture with a jackrabbit or whatever it was." And he goes, "Well, lead the way, son."
Yeah, he was ready to go, man. I feel like they were taking a shot at Bucky's there. I don't know if they were, but that's how I took it.
It did.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Which I don't blame them for. I can't stand it. You can't pay me to go.
Dude, I love Bucky's.
I hate it. I bitch every time. I've stopped there with you. I complained the entire time.
Go in there and get you a Bucky's brisket sandwich.
I'm not eating at a gas station. I can find somewhere better. And secondly, it takes an hour to get in and out of there, and there's too many fucking people. Completely off topic of Landman. Sorry.
Not always. We had a sausage biscuit from a Bucky's when we went to the golf tournament in Florida. We were in and out of that thing very quickly.
Yeah.
Darn good bathrooms, too.
Yeah, when there's not a line of 87 people and just there's kids running around, there's old people limping around. There's just too much shit going on, man.
Mm-hmm.
They're a fine establishment, if you ask me. The little nuts that they have at the front are just, they're delicious.
Again, I ain't going to a gas station for fucking nuts.
Well, if you had them, you might. That's all.
I've had them.
Bucky's, if you want to sponsor us, we'll just leave Neil.
No, I'll shut up, dude. I can be bought. I don't give a shit. I'll wear Bucky's underwear.
I was gonna say I'll put on a full fucking beaver, Bucky the beaver.
Perk, I tell you what, they give me one of those manager salaries. I'll say the best shit about them. Nobody will have better shit to say.
Yeah, they make a lot of money at Bucky's. I know we're getting off topic, but boy, they do make a lot of money at Bucky's.
Yeah, but for be a gas station, they are. But I'll give them this: they're as busy as fucking Walmart and Lowe's combined.
Yeah.
Before we do get done with it, I do want to take a moment and cover about your favorite couple, Neil. They're engaged finally. It officially happened.
He ruined his life, but congrats to him.
Something massive happened. Something massive happened. Cooper took the Texas Tech hat off.
I commented on that during the show. I'm glad you did bring that up because that's a big deal. And look, I got a favorite hat, but dude, you got to wash that sumbitch every now and then.
Yeah.
And like when Ansley's giving him shit about stinking, it may not be him. That hat may have developed an odor by now.
Well, and then Angela says a deodorant goes a long way, so apparently he don't even wear deodorant.
I don't.
Do you know there's people out there who do not have to wear deodorant? And hear me out. I know that sounds crazy. My wife's grandfather does not wear deodorant, never will, never has, and you can't tell it. Dude just does not sweat.
You can go where I thought you were going with that. So there, I can't remember if it's Vietnamese. There's some of the Asian area of the world. They have a specific gene where they do not have body odor whatsoever in any part of their body, and it's weird.
That's what it is. We figure it out. He is Vietnamese.
I don't think he's Vietnamese. I don't even think a little bit. I don't know. The verdict's still out on that. I wouldn't take that to the bank, anybody, because he looks like a ginger white to me through and through. But whatever.
We're getting away. That's what happens when you're going to leave us the rest of the week, Neil. We get off topic.
Yeah, we just get out of pocket. Y'all wait till I leave Wednesday. I will be damn sure out of pocket.
All right. Well, y'all got. I think that actually covered all my notes. Y'all have anything left on this episode?
I had one more thing I want to bring up. I don't know if it was just me, but the outside shots at the house at the end of the episode, both when Tommy was talking to Rebecca and when him and Angela were talking, did those look different than every other shot in the show to you? Like it was like a different lens or something?
It looked like a different angle. I do notice. I mean,
it was our first time at that angle with her part far away. I didn't notice anything different, crazy, like the roof being a different color or like the front door being a different color or anything.
No, nothing like that. It was just like the contrast and coloring of the like scene itself looked like it was like edited different to me somehow, and it threw me off.
It didn't really stand out to me. It was kind of a non-issue. I was more worried about Rebecca getting fired at the time.
It also could have just been like the time of day that they filmed it or whatever, but like
could have.
Because it was those two scenes were the only two scenes I had the issue at all.
Yeah, I don't know. As we know, lighting can be an issue, though. I have experienced it quite a bit.
Yeah. This is my last thing. If Nate keeps fucking around with everybody and being a problem, we go to the cartel and we just get rid of him.
Hey, we didn't see Cammy or Galeno the entire.
Nope.
That was going to be my big downside of the whole episode is that we didn't see either one of them, and I don't know why. I feel like that's a storyline that kind of needs progress every episode if we can.
But here's the thing: we may be holding them because they both may still end up being villains, or they both may end up doing just great things, and this works so much better than Tommy thinks. One could stab the other in the back. We don't know. So,
which with the setup of them trying to go to litigation, it's going to be heavy on both of them next episode, probably because they're going to have to go to both of them and be like, "Hey, look, we're not drilling, so we don't need your $400 million." And
Galeno's going to be pissed.
Yeah,
which I think Cammy's going to be pissed too.
Well, we're going to get something where I wonder if they've signed it yet.
I mean, that may come into play. Just looking ahead a little, trying to create some problems.
Yeah, and Nate says she's going to be harder to make go with this plan than the judge.
Yeah.
Yes. I will say this though: we're not going to get an answer to this whole problem this season. The direction we're headed, we know how this man will end a season and leave you sitting wondering a lot of shit.
There's only so much you can do. We don't have but like 3 episodes left.
Yes. Which I don't know the official episode count for this season. I don't know. Is it a flat 10?
I think it is. If I'm not mistaken, I think I seen where it was. I mean, the last one was 10. So, I mean, I think it's 10.
Yeah. So I haven't looked ahead at all to even see what the layout is. And I don't want to because I don't want to see anything that may give anything away. But if we go ahead and knock out the wedding with Cooper, and we still keep progressing with Tommy and Cooper figuring out his stuff, and then go into litigation and not drilling, this is going to be the big thing probably on episode 10, 12, whenever we end it, of Galeno and Cammy. The feud starts. Either them two at everybody, them two against each other. Like I said, whatever way it goes. And we're probably going to wait a whole nother year to see what happens on that.
Yeah, and we didn't have a massive ending to season 1 like that. We knew Cooper had bought the whales, but that was really the only massive thing. And Monty died, but like we didn't have a conflict going on in the oil fields.
Right.
Yeah, but season 1 had so much pop to start. It was kind of hard to leave it that way.
Yeah,
because I mean, you already killed off an entire crew, left a widow that became a huge part of the show. You get a wife and a daughter back full time in the show, and then the lead guy over the business dies. So it was kind of hard to leave that big question mark there. This one's set up entirely different. We're still going to get a big time death, though. That's coming. I'm telling you, it's coming.
And I don't know if we've said this on the show. I don't remember if we've talked about it, but they have renewed it for a 3rd season officially already, even though the season's not done.
I knew that, or I assumed there was no way that was in doubt with how well the show's doing.
All right. Well, is that going to do it for y'all? Y'all got
that's all I got, man. I guess we don't have a wheel spin tonight
for the moment.
Yeah, no, we don't have a wheel spin tonight because, as I stated earlier, Neil's not going to be with us the latter half of the week. It'll be me, Perk, and Calvert, and we will be doing our Fallout episode recap. That one comes out what day, Perk?
It comes out on Thursday.
Comes out on Thursday, and then Friday's episode will be Breaking Bad. That'll be a TV show review between me, Perk, and Calvert. Neil has not really watched all of Breaking Bad, so
I apologize.
Kind of the perfect time to do it.
Yeah.
But just a quick announcement. For those of you who do listen weekly, and for some reason, I don't want to say for some reason, if you want to, we are going live on TikTok now the night before every episode airs. So we're going to be going live on Monday nights for this Landman episode around 9:30-ish on the pilot episode podcast TikTok. We'll have to put that channel down below in the comments. And then also Wednesday nights we'll be recording for Fallout. Those will be our 2 live episodes of the week. And y'all can check us out on TikTok. We really appreciate all the new followers because we have gotten a lot of new subscribers. So if you have not followed us or subscribed to us or even liked this video, take the time, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button down below. We'd really appreciate it. And we will be back Thursday. Neil, you won't. So this is your last chance this week. You got anything to tell everybody?
Before I jump into it, I'll make sure I get my vacation time submitted to y'all so HR can get it cleared while I miss this week.
We typically like 2 weeks notice on those, but
couldn't do it with the holidays. I was already off for Christmas. There was no way for me to get back to the pilot episode building we bought that I haven't fucking seen yet. But anyways, I guess that'll wrap us up. Y'all got anything else?
Yeah, just make sure you don't fuck your wife's omelet.
Yeah, that's a good learning experience from this show.
But all right, that's going to do it. Neil, what do you got to tell the people?
We'll see you.
I forgot.